Whose family has guns in the house?
My mom has two in her room, and she hid the other one. I don't know where she put it, but I know it's another one.
I own one, and my family got guns in my house, so.
But my boyfriend has a couple, and he gets them a lot. Like, it's easy for him to get them.
Usually, if it's like hot, if somebody like shoots somebody and they don't want it, or just they give it to you, and then you take it and you do whatever with it. I don't really know.
If you know the right people, you can get it from anywhere. You can't just ask anyone randomly. Mm-hmm. But yeah, you can get it from almost anywhere if you know the right people.
Last year, 324 people were killed in Philadelphia. In the Kensington area, guns, drugs and teenage pregnancies are common. 50% of all the students that start high school here drop out.
The young men that you met or that you see in this neighborhood, the young African American men, are more likely to go to jail than to go to college or get married or, going to jail for black men in a place like Philadelphia is just a normal part of growing up. It's normal.
Does any of you know anybody that's been shot or killed?
My older brother got killed in 2005. When the murder rate was like around 400, and I never got shot, but I got grazed right here by a bullet.
What happened?
I was at the park with my younger brothers and sisters, and a fight broke out on the courts, and they started shooting. And I tried to get my brothers and them out to a safe area, and I ended up getting grazed right here in my arm.
So you almost got killed.
You could say that.
Hello, how are you doing?
Hey, how are you?
Okay, how are you?
Okay.
What's doing?
We got a call here, so you're keeping us busy.
Well,
Yeah, so we'll keep it busy.
these are real police. Not that you're not. You're school police, they're city police, that's all. We can't fix what's wrong out there in terms of just about anything. What we can do is try to bring in services that address the needs of the students and their families. Not easy.
You got to keep in mind that the kids who are actually graduating are really extraordinary. Of those African American and Hispanic kids, they're probably 20%, 30% of the kids that started out in middle school or in freshman year.
You pretty much see people under the influence on the whole block and the blocks after that. When you walk by, streets are just littered like no one cares about the neighborhood.
What would happen if we would walk over there?
Knowing people out here, first thing they're gonna say is snitch. They immediately think that for some reason. I don't know why. A lot of people probably just look at the camera, question what's going on. Other people, I don't even know.
Well, I know it's awful, but this is what the district sends us, so we put it up. But we also have statements that say we're good people, right? Are you good people? Yes. Yes, look at that face. Of course we're good. We're the only ones that are going to help ourselves, that we have to help ourselves, that we have to do whatever we can because we can't count on anybody else.
Meaning the government that's supposed to give
Or any, wherever it's supposed to come from, it's not there. And we know what we need. I'm sure that the school district knows that also, but it's just not happening.
The American government is responsible for public education, but it increasingly prefers only paying for charter schools. That way, schools become companies that select only the best students and are getting funded based on the academic results. Consequence for Philadelphia, an 80% cut on public education next year.
Millions of dollars.
And what does it mean to the quality of the education you can give here?
We can't do the same thing we did We can each personally try to give the quality we can give personally, but I lost 10 teachers last year and 2 more this year, and I have the same amount of kids.
If you're a good school, you'll be okay. If you have good kids and you do well on the tests, you'll be okay. If your school is dangerous, if your kids are poor, if they're not doing well in school, it's your fault. It's the children's fault, it's the students' fault, and we're not going to pay for bad outcomes anymore. They ignore poverty, they ignore segregation, they ignore all the things that make kids struggle in school, and they just say it's the school's fault, it's the children's fault. Just amputate it, right. Just cut it off.
So do you ever go out here when it's dark?
I try to be home from this area before dark.
I be home at like 6. That's the latest.
Right. And you never go out in the evening?
Nope.
Why? I mean, you never go to a movie or?
Once I was outside, like around 10, I went to the gas station, and this guy walked up to me, like trying to like grab me or something. I had to go home.
Is there never a time that you want to go out at night or go somewhere?
Yeah, I just take my brother with me. I don't like going alone.
So what do you think when you hear, well, another one got shot or another one got killed?
It's normal. It's normal to us because it happens every day.
But when you found out it was one of your family members on the news, then you take action. Y'all all strap up, we'll all gear up, we'll get in the car and we'll pull up at their spot and we'll shoot at them. Right. And the kids will stay at their home with one of the babysitters.
Right, so that you did that as well?
I didn't shoot nobody, but I was there when my family was shooting them.
Yeah. Wow. And how old were you for the first time?
I was 12.
Okay. Everything cool down there?
Yes.
Excellent.
Calm down. We had an incident.
It really does worry me. It really does, because if I'm not here and a whole bunch of other people, we do care a lot. And so you try to make up for that in terms of what we can do, but it's not enough. It really is not enough, and they deserve better. And if this country is ever going to right itself, it has to be education-based. It really does.
I want to be an interviewer.
Forensic science.
And you? What do you want to do?
I want to be an anesthesiologist.
I want to be a lawyer.
What do you think if one of these kids comes up to you and says, I want to be a doctor?
My heart sinks when they say that, because no one that works with children or young people wants to be a dream killer, but at the same time, it seems so cruel to let them think that that's going to happen. And I wish there was a way for them to kind of honor that dream, but respect the reality. And
because it's not going to happen.
Not going to happen.